Hey everyone, it's me again. I'd just like to catch you up on a few things. It's December 1st for me today, and if you are watching this video, you probably already know about me, at least a little bit. And you might even know that I try and do at least a productive thing on most days, other than when I have a break. And this is my productive thing for today. I'm making another video for you to enjoy. The footage from this video is something I recorded around this time last year of me playing Kerbal Space Program, because I have many hours of me playing this game. It's been sitting there for the past year, so I thought it was time I did something with it. I was originally going to turn it into either a really long video or a series. That was the plan at the time. I was gonna start my channel with like 5 hour-long videos each. I didn't end up doing that, as you can tell, but that's okay. First things first, if you liked the flying I did in my first video on here, then thank you very much, that means a lot. Unfortunately, there won't be any more VR flying for the foreseeable future, because I can't grip with my right controller, and that's very important for doing that. I might have some older footage I might be able to share with you still. I don't know how much you care for the flying, frankly. I just thought it would be worth letting you know. And also, not every video going forward with me just talking is going to have Kerbal Space Program footage in the background. I do have loads of it, a shit ton, but I think it would get pretty stale if I was like, well, I have all of this footage, so every video going forward until it's ran out has to use this. I wouldn't enjoy that, and you probably wouldn't enjoy that either. I want some variety, so I'll do my best to provide that. As for what I've actually been doing lately between my last couple of videos and this one, is I've began learning some programming. Also besides, getting absorbed into social situations. What I've been doing productivity-wise, as I was saying, is learning to do some programming. Specifically, I'm learning how to use Roblox Studio, because I figured it would be a pretty good place for a beginner like me to start, rather than jumping headfirst into C++ or C#, something like that. Because I want to make a game, and that's a good place for me to start, because, literal children are capable of making games on Roblox. So I figured if they can, I probably can as well. I think I'm going to really enjoy that process a lot. I've been learning the fundamentals, so I'm still on that stage for now. I haven't gotten to the making the game I want to make part just yet. Obviously it will take time. And it's been really good having this new skill that I'm learning, that I'm actually feeling enthusiastic about. Not as freeform as, say, drawing on my drawing tablet, although I love drawing on my drawing tablet. It can just, you always have so many options, it can be a little overwhelming at times. As for what's actually going on in the video, I've built a shuttlecraft that I was planning to use to ferry astronauts, or in this game Kerbals, up to and from a space station I'd built before recording this. I'm going to digress from that point a little bit. Hello there. The first take on this voiceover that you were just listening to originally spanned the whole 15 minutes of the video. But I realised after about 4 to 5 minutes, my conversation kind of trails off and I just talk about what's going on in the video. That's not really what I wanted to do here. And so, without any further ado, I'd like to maybe do this in 5-minute segments rather than trying to do the whole thing in one go, for one. But also I'd like to elaborate on what I was talking about with the programming. I've been learning to write scripts in Roblox Studio, because in any game engine you have objects you can put down or create, and that's all perfectly well and good, but if they don't have a script that tells them what to do, they don't do anything. And that's what I've been learning to work with. The programming language itself, of course, and writing scripts to make objects do things and such. I've learned quite a bit so far, at least it feels that way. I've learned how to make objects that kill the player, make objects that disappear and reappear, and become non-collidable to collidable, objects that are anchored in place and then can become physics interactable, objects that count either up or down and then do certain things after or before or during. I've learned a little bit about storing information in scripts and using or changing that information, which can be good for, say, inventory systems. I've learned a little bit about, making points and scoring systems. I can make the player go faster, I can slow them down, all these different things. And, all of these different scripts that I've been learning to write, I've made them and used them on one experience. So I might show you that in the near future as well. It'd be pretty cool. And going forward with these, I might start using at least notes, if not scripts. As in, for me talking, not scripts like I was just talking about. Because unscripted, I can talk like this without any further input for about 5 minutes at a time, like I was talking about. Which probably is why my first 2 videos each were 5 minutes long, roughly. It's funny seeing that pattern emerge because I didn't really know at the time. But I think it's, pretty obvious to me now. And also I briefly mentioned my drawing tablet, and I've been doing more work on that lately, which has been good, because I took like a 4-month or so break from doing anything on that, because I just didn't feel like I had any reason to be on it. But I'm back into a better mindset about art now, or making it. So that's a positive. I'm also going to be continuing working on that Blender project in the near future. I am on a break from it currently while I do this and the programming, but it will be coming back into the picture pretty soon. And with that 3D project in Blender, and also with the game that I'm going to be making in Roblox, I'm going to be 3D modeling as well. So I'm fortunate to have all these ongoing projects that can also be related to one another in, some certain ways. And I'm back from another time skip, oh my goodness. It's now the 5th of December, which means it's been about a week since I started actually working on putting this video together. I have some, I guess, more very small updates. First of all, one of you guys really surprised me when you told me you'd watched my previous 2 videos, because it had been quite a while since we last spoke before that point. And in part this video goes out to you, and I really appreciate that you did that. But more than that, I wanted to mention that this person also cameos, as well as a few people that I currently know and used to know. They cameo in this Kerbal Space Program series that I was making. So you might see, some names that were, specifically chosen in later videos when I use more of the KSP footage. And also, I've been taking some time to sit down and watch some old classic movies that I haven't previously gotten to. Some, old goodies like Rush Hour and Austin Powers. It's been really good. It's been fun. Of course, I've had some good friends join me for those viewing sessions as well. And I also got introduced by an IRL friend of mine to a tabletop role-playing game. Before learning about it, I'd never really considered properly playing a TTRPG before, but the one that he introduced me to was about mechs, and I quite like the mecha genre. I guess it probably tickles the same part of my brain that fighter jets and spaceships do. And of course, I've played and enjoyed some games in that genre, like Armored Core before, so quite a big fan of that. I consider that a lot more than I consider D&D, I guess, just because, I don't know, like I said, the complex machinery thing, tickles my brain. So sci-fi works better for me than fantasy, at least in that case. Although, I can like fantasy things too. And also, the game that I want to be making in Roblox has something to do with that as well. And I very much look forward to being able to show you. No parts of the actual game I want to make really exist yet, since I've just been learning the fundamentals, as I probably mentioned earlier. It's been a couple days since I voice overed for this video. And I'm also extremely late to the party, but I've also been watching Game of Thrones lately. I'm still on season 1, but I'm getting to the end of that. I've heard that so much stuff happens that everything that's happened in season 1 so far, which I've thought is a lot, is hard to remember, funnily enough. I've also been playing a lot of Trouble in Terrorist Town on Gmod in a sizable YouTubers community servers. And I know TTT is quite old now, but it's nice to know that there are people willing to get on those servers like every evening. It's really enjoyable, and I've made some pretty good friends on there as well. And as we reach the part of the video where I believe my space station is going to start tearing itself up, I just want to say I hope all of you are having a very good December so far, since Christmas is coming up and everything. I hope you're all spending lots of good quality family time, and that that's all going well, and that you're getting lots of rest and taking some good time off of whatever it is you have to do, because we should all have some time off from those things, of course. And I suppose for what's going on in my life otherwise, I've also been largely more available to my friends and such than I used to be. Like I've been a little more active, I've been joinable in VR more often. And so naturally, I've had some more friends coming by to chat and hang out, and also being able to introduce friends to each other as well, which is very nice. It's kind of a newer experience for me, since I spent an awful lot of time either in other people's groups or just, privately with people. And I guess I used to be kind of worried or anxious about, mixing groups of people together, but I don't believe anymore that I really have anything to worry about, or that I had anything to worry about then either. I'd like to point out this part in the video. I land the shuttle that I made back at the space center it launched from, which I was very proud of at the time, I'm pretty sure. I think I did a decent job anyway. And we are coming to the end of the video here, so I'd like to thank you again for watching this and listening to me ramble. And if there's anything you'd like to hear about, please do comment. Or just say hello. Works too. Or don't. It's your choice. Regardless, thank you so much for being around, for listening to me, and hopefully also for enjoying the footage. And take care. I'll see you soon.